What's up?
Hi everyone, and today we've moved to another location, and I'm going to show you how you could make another quick sketch today. And this time I'm going to be using some coloured pencils, some watercolour pencils, which I love to take around with me. It's so quick and easy to kind of almost create like a quick painting, but with a dry media. So I'm going to start using just 3 pencils, and we're in Athens again today, near the Temple of Olympian Zeus. And so we'll just get started. I'm going to do a general view of what's in front of me, and my little cameraman here is going to move around, and I'll talk a bit more about how I start this. Okay, so let's get started. So you can see the view over there. And now if you come closer to me. Right, so I've got a big view in front of me, and what I want to say first of all is the best thing to do is just to try and really simplify everything. So I'm just going to do a simplified shape there. We've got the Parthenons up on a rock there, so I'm just starting off with a brown pencil, and I'm just going to use just like a simple outline here, and I'm working the pencil fairly light. I'm not going to think about getting all the detail in. I'm not going to concern myself with that at all. I'm just going to get the generalized shape. So if you haven't done any drawing outside before, you just follow the simple line of the building, simplify everything, a simple shape there. I've got this big column here right in front of us, so I'm just going to do a simple line for that. And again, I'm just going to follow the simple shapes. So whatever you're starting off drawing, wherever you are, even if you're doing something inside, aim just to get the simple outline to begin with, and forget about all the details. You can get some of that rocking down there. And I'm going to keep going with this kind of medium brown colour, which is I've picked out because it's a sort of quite close to the colours in front of me. This other column there, these giant columns. There's only 16 left, but it took them 600 years, I think over 600 years to get this erected, and then in 100 years it was destroyed. Now that's slightly out of position. I'm not going to worry too much about that though. Going to go for some simplified detail. I've shortened that a bit. Let's make that a bit longer. You've only got a few minutes. It's a smart thing just to go with these broad shapes. And, in time, if you're drawing, you'll develop your own completely unique drawing style perhaps, but if you're starting out, this is a good way just to get going with it, and you can gradually feel your way into your own individual style. Okay, so we've got that broadly on a rock. I'm just going to do some of those buttresses up there. Again, it's still pretty much just line drawing. Series of very basic sketching tip videos taking us through a range of different styles. Okay, so there we've got the rocks there. Shams, if you'd like to come around and see the drawing here, and then I'm just going to map out. I'm going to use another colour now. Actually going to find a grey, I think. Oh, I didn't bring grey with me, never mind. Let's just carry on with that brown a little bit more. I'm just going to map out the shape of the clouds just to suggest, and we'll finish the top of that column actually up there. So you can take a line up, you can sort of work out where the top of that is. Whenever you're sketching outside, you just think, well, how long do I want to be here? It doesn't matter, it's open-ended. You can go into a lot of detail with something, or really explore with drawing, because drawing can be a really fantastic way to investigate something, to analyse it, or to feel closer to it, or to express what you feel about whatever it is. There's so many different approaches to drawing, really. So I'm just going to draw very loosely the shape of that cloud. It's moving and changing all the time, but I'm not going to worry about that. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to get the one as it is just now. So that's a kind of loose-ish outline. I'm going to do a little shading on that side because that's all in shadow, and I'm just aiming to follow the line of the building there, follow the plane of the building. With my shading line, so that suggests that it's a flat wall there, and then even on those columns now I'm just going to do some of those. Is the video still going? I don't know how long this video runs for, actually. Okay, so we've done that bit, and I'm not going to put much more detail in there, but I'm going to move now onto the blue and put a little bit of blue in here just to suggest a bit of context of the sky. And I'm just using this shading technique. It's called hatching, actually, except I'm not cross-hatching it, which would be going that direction as well. I'm just using a bit like that. So it's just suggesting, okay, we're outside. I'm going to put a little bit of blue on that rock down there because it's to tie it in. And then I'm going to use this nice sort of pinky brown colour there. Just a little bit of that. It's quite a lumpy rock, so I'm just going to aim to put my drawn marks as if they are following the shape of the rocks a little bit. And the actual Parthenon and the column rocks of this beautiful warm yellow colour. You can see it's quite a yellow over today, but I'm going to use this yellower colour here. Just shade that in there, and a little bit up there as well. More of those rock columns. Didn't really draw those in up there. Now this is a great thing to do when you're just, you're even sitting waiting for a train, waiting for a bus, waiting for anything. You don't need to just wait and be bored ever if you've got one of these, wherever you are. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of water now. I've got a paintbrush and just a little cup of water, and I'm just going to dilute that lightly on the surface. And what happens with it, which I really love this, is just, you don't have to, it's perfectly good